Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here. Today I got some new Grizzly energy to go over with you. Coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, I have two new Grizzlies to go over with you. And they aren't brand new, but they are the two newest flavors from them. They've been out for a couple of months. I hadn't had a chance to get around to them yet. And Grizzly Energy contacted me and said, you haven't had time to get to them yet. How about we send them to you? You can review them for us. So thank you very much to Grizzly Energy for sending me these drinks in exchange for an honest review. I really do appreciate it. And sometimes that's what Caffeine Man needs. A little kick in the butt to get going. So thank you to them, and I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Some of you may have noticed there haven't been any videos from me, but at Thanksgiving time, views are extremely low, and it's actually not even worth making videos, although there are still about 400 of you, that dedicated audience that watches everything that I do. I appreciate it, but the slowdown does give me a chance to catch up, get a little breather, finish the year off strong. As you guys know, at the end of the year, I got my top 20 of 2024 coming up. Lots of other great things planned, but for now, let's get into this Grizzly Energy. Now, if you do want to know everything there is to know about Grizzly, I did a full review in that video right there. I go over the nutrition facts, I go over the ingredients in the drink, so be sure to check that out. But for now, I will also put the nutrition facts up there so you can see what's in this drink. And to be honest with you, this is actually just a straight up sugar-free energy drink. It doesn't have any nootropics, it doesn't have any pre-workout ingredients. And what's interesting about that is there's not a lot of drinks out there anymore that do that. Besides your Monster Ultra, your Rippets, and just a handful of companies out there that make a straight up energy drink. We've really been bombarded the last 5 to 6 years with pre-workouts, nootropics, all sorts of different ingredients. So it is kind of nice and refreshing to get an energy drink that just has 160 milligrams of caffeine, some B vitamins, and your standard energy drink ingredients. And the flavors I have for you today are Mountainberry Lemonade and Rocket Pop. Not too excited about the lemonade because I'm not a big lemonade fan, but out of all the lemonades out there when it comes to regular lemonade, pink lemonade, and all sorts of lemonades, I am a bigger fan of the berry lemonades. So I'm expecting good things. And for the Rocket Pop too, Rocket Pop is been growing in popularity over the last few years. A lot of companies have been doing a good job with it. Curious how Grizzly's gonna do? Well, let's go ahead, let's taste them out. First one up is going to be the Mountainberry Lemonade. And when it comes to the can, I like its simplicity. I like the logo on there, really big. How can you go wrong with a grizzly bear? Got some mountains in the background, flavor listed on there, and one of my favorites, the pictures on there, so you know what you're getting. And for the berries on there, well, we got a picture of a lemon for lemonade. And for the berries, it looks like we got some strawberries, some blueberries, and some blackberries on there. And if you turn the side of the can, even got some raspberries. So they're putting a lot of berries into this drink, and you know me, I am hoping that it is more berry than it is lemonade. Just a personal preference of mine, but I do have to admit, when you see the Caffeine Man rating chart, you'll see that a lot of berry lemonades have done really well, and I am actually starting to consider lemonade to be one of those flavors that if a company can't get it right, they shouldn't be in the business. And there are only 3 flavors, I think. 3 now? 3 that I say that about? I say that about orange, grape, lemonade. If you can't make those flavors right, shouldn't be in the business. Let's taste out this Mountainberry Lemonade. Clear color. I'll go back in from the can. So for carbonation, you're getting a medium to high carbonation, but slightly closer to medium. I think they're still trying to give you a little bit of smoothness for that lemonade flavor. For your sweetness, I am going to say that it is a high amount of sweetness. And then as the flavor goes on, that high amount of sweetness goes to the low end of high because the acidity of the lemonade pulls back a little bit on the sweetness. But up front, On the front end, you got a high sweetness. On the back end, it's on the low end of high. And for your flavor profile, it's definitely a high flavor profile. And what flavors are we getting from this drink? When I first started to drink it, I first started taking the sip, it was lingering in my mouth, and it was a really good berry flavor with a hint of lemon to it, and I was really enjoying it. And I was like, all right, we're going more berry than we are lemonade. But then I swallowed it on the back end, and aftertaste, I got hit with that lemonade pucker, and I was like, okay, they definitely went more lemonade with this than berry. And it's a very odd experience because I really like the drink up front, and I would say up front it would be a drink that I might even consider drinking again because I don't drink lemonades. And then on the back end, you got that lemonade flavor, and I said, oh, it might not be something that I drink again unless it's summertime and I'm really craving a lemonade kind of flavor. Lemonade just isn't something that I drink, but they really did a great job with it. So I think the berry lemonade fans are going to be a really big fan of it because they do get a solid berry up front. But I think the lemonade fans are also going to be a fan of it because they get that lemonade, that strong solid lemonade on the back end that does give you that little bit of pucker, but it's not too strong. It's not overly strong in lemonade, but it is a solid lemonade flavor, and they're doing a super solid job with all their flavors. So where's this Mountainberry gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Like I said, there's a lot of berry lemonades out there. A lot of them end up being really good. I'm gonna give this a 9.2 because yes, it does fit into that high category of great drinks up there, and it's really just gonna be a matter of your own personal needs. Do you want a low stim drink? You go a little higher on the list. Do you want something with nootropics? Do you want something pre-workout? Do you want something with a higher amount of caffeine like that G Fuel Hype Sauce? Or if you're looking for just a standard straight up great Mountainberry lemonade flavor, then you're gonna go with a Grizzly Mountainberry. Let's move on to the next one. Next one up is the Rocket Pop. And when Rocket Pop flavors first came out, I wasn't sure if I was going to like them, but it actually ended up being a preferred Caffeine Man flavor after all of the different Rocket Pops that I've had. I occasionally see myself picking it up. It's still not like my top flavor category, but there are just so many flavor categories out there that this did get up there. I still like my Blue Razzes, I still like my Tropicals and Pina Coladas. Definitely a good peach mango here and there, but Rocket Pop isn't too far from those. Let's see how Grizzly did with their Rocket Pop. Clear color. And what's interesting and unique about Rocket Pops is that they can go so many different ways with it that it really does give you something for everybody. Usually you get for the red a cherry or a strawberry. Some companies do raspberry. The white tends to be a citrus or arctic kind of flavor. Some companies go lime. And then the blue ends up being the Blue Razz. And I'm definitely a fan of Blue Razzes. I'm definitely a fan of cherries and strawberries. Citrus I can give or take, but I think the citrus is a nice complement to the other flavors in a Rocket Pop. Therefore, you're able to hit 3 different flavor categories. Someone out there is bound to love at least one of the 3, so they don't mind picking up a Rocket Pop to try it out. Let's see which way they went for the strongest flavor in here, or if they did an even mix of the 3. Some companies have done that, and I've been impressed by it. Let's taste it out. And these are like really cold. You always have to drink your energy drinks cold. You're gonna get the best flavor out of it, but I ended up putting this one in the freezer because I almost forgot that I needed to record, and it's almost at that point of like a slushiness, which you would think, why not? Why not keep it in there just slightly longer to give it that slushy feel, to make it actually taste like a Rocket Pop, but you need to do a lot of work to find out how to get to that slushy point. You know, you gotta know the temperature on your freezer. All the freezers can be a little bit different. Do you put it in there for 40 minutes? Do you put it in there for 50 minutes? Does your freezer need an hour? Either way, it's really cold, which I think helps out even just a little bit more. But for your carbonation, I do think you are getting that medium to high, a little bit closer to medium, still giving you that smooth kind of popsicle kind of feel. For your sweetness, I definitely think you are getting a high amount of sweetness. And for your flavor profile, once again, you're getting a high flavor profile out of it. And what are the flavors that you're getting? Well, I definitely like it. I definitely think it's a solid Rocket Pop flavor, and I do think they are giving you somewhat of an even mix. First, I did get a little bit of the cherry mixed in with that blue raz at the same time as getting that cherry flavor fighting each other out, followed up by that citrus flavor coming in. A nice solid frosty citrus kind of flavor. Couldn't really pick out if it's lemon or lime. I don't think they're going with either one of those. I think they are giving you a blend of an Arctic citrus flavor in there, and then it all combines together. And I would have to say, if I wanted to give you some percentages, which I do want to, I really do, I would say that you're probably getting, let's go back in. Nope, that's the berry lemonade. I should have just picked up the can. That's what I should have done. I would say you're probably getting like a 30% cherry flavor, a 30% blue raspberry, and a 40% white Arctic citrus flavor, all blending together really, really well. Because like I said, it's almost on the back end that you get that citrus coming in and being slightly more potent than the other two flavors. But I think up front, the cherry and the blue raspberry make up a 60%, combining really, really well. Arctic citrus coming in there saying, I'm a little bit more dominant, even though you guys are combined to be 60%. I'm beating you at 30, I'm beating you at 30. So I'm still just a little bit more potent in the white flavor, but I still like it because it is still a relatively even mix. When it comes to these drinks, I might like Blue Raz a little bit more myself, but I'm not gonna take points away for it being an evenly mixed drink. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Almost knocked that over. Oh my goodness, that was a close one. That was a close one. Lots of competition up there. Like I said, Rocket Pops have been pretty good out there. Only a couple that are kind of low. But I gotta say, this reminds me of almost like the Prime a little bit with the even mix that they made. And I do like it a little bit more than the Cherry Berry Lime because that actually has a little bit more burst of lime, which I did like in the C4, but I still prefer more of a well-balanced drink. And this does hit that bombsicle level for me, so I am actually gonna give this a 9.3. Yes, Grizzly Energy, 9.3 with their Rocket Pop. Great job to Grizzly Energy. Definitely a fan of all these flavors. They do actually have variety packs on their website, and I do believe you can also get these at GNC. Probably lots of other stores too. So if you're looking to pick it up, I am sure you'll be able to easily find it. And whatever your taste preferences are, I think they got something for everybody. Hopefully you can find something that you like. Leave me a comment down below if you've tried Grizzly Energy, what you guys think of it, because I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. And thank you again to Grizzly for sending me these drinks. If you want to check out that first video that I did, the original video, you can check out that video right there. If you want to see a lot of my top 10s and top 20 energy drinks, you can check out that playlist right there. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.